Joe, tell us about yourself, how you came to have Edge Theory. I want to know. I want to know it all from the time that you were a
Sure.
CPA to now.
Well, thanks for having me. Yes, I'm a recovering CPA. That is my background. And I started my career way back in Dallas, when there was not the internet. I started my career and just got in the right place, the right time. Ended up moving in 1991 over to Budapest and did a lot of privatization, which was a really exciting time. Learning, I was 22, green bean, but I learned how to value companies in a communist regime and how you sell that to the West, and privatize. And so it was very interesting. But I came back, and then long story, through a friend of mine who wanted to sell his business, I met a guy named Mark Cuban who wanted to buy my friend's business, and that led to an interesting relationship. And then 5 years later, how I got into what we do today. My friend was going to leave. Mark back then was, there was no YouTube. He was perfecting streaming online, and it had never been done before. And so my friend ended up leaving before Mark sold to Yahoo Broadcast, and we built the first company to sell CDs online. And so people laughed at us, and but back then Amazon was only selling books. They did not have inventory. They did not have warehouses. They used a company in California called Valley Media to pick, pack, ship books and send them to your house. I literally copied that model and did it with CDs. And so I used the same company to built a company in Dallas, and we would pick, pack. We would pay them to pick, pack, ship CDs to your house. And it was the Wild West. We used e-commerce, of course. And that's back when, people were trying to figure out where sales tax was going to be attributed and all that good stuff. So, but what happened was we were trying to figure out how do we, sell these things, and how do we get people to our website. There was no social media and so forth. And so we went into chat rooms, and just one night in the middle of the night said, let's go to chat rooms. And again, back then, my partner now, Jim Barksdale, was building Netscape at the time, which everybody thought the internet was just a place to browse. But we soon realized that actually there was people in these very interesting chat rooms that were very genre specific, Joe Christian, Joe Country, Joe Hip Hop. And we would go into them in the middle of the night and say, hey, you want to buy Amy Grant, Travis Tritt, whatever. And we would send them to our link to our e-commerce, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is a place you can have a conversation, and that was a really wild thought. And so that obviously changed my world. But that's how I got into CPA, narratives.
I remember. I think was it like Columbia Clearinghouse or something?
Exactly.
It's like 30 CDs for $30 or
So
CD
that
now,
the 30 CDs for $30, that was you?
No. That
Oh.
I'm saying that was what, the whole catalog was what preceded us. And then of course, we were way before any kind of streaming. But we just back then Netflix was the DVD in the white envelope kind of thing. But yeah, we just realized that, hey, this is going to be this internet thing is going to be a place. I thought that was going to go, oh my gosh, it's going to be an opportunity to go sell things. E-commerce was pretty the Wild West back then. E-commerce was really new. And we just sort of, I think, blended this idea of e-commerce or selling things with the art of conversation, right? Which is listen, think, speak, analyze, right? And how do you do that and apply that to go sell things? So that's sort of fast forward how we got to where we are today.